Unofficially, I had been doing these gratitude lists since the pandemic because when things seem to go to absolute shit, I find comfort and strength in being thankful. The world had shut down, and looking for even the smallest of doors that appeared as though it could actually open and provide some light was a vital and desperate move. Occasionally, I'd text a friend if I found them in my thoughts, thinking of their laugh or a talent they had, and after one such message I sent to my friend Wendy, she had suggested I start posting these, and so I did. 10 new gratitudes a day, never to be repeated. Still, I felt that I was missing something that could make this an actual project. Regret. 5 regrets, also never to be repeated, to everyone's Facebook scrolling discomfort. On February 5th, 2021, I officially began this project. Like I mentioned, as we were mid-pandemic, slowly giving up on spraying our groceries with Lysol, regret was not the reflection people were wanting. My gratitudes obviously went down much easier, but the more I considered the other side of the coin that the wisdom of thankfulness had provided, mining the darker depths of regret would bear their own diamonds of awareness. Really, it made the most sense, as everyone who knows me can attest that I'm accustomed to the hair shirts both existentially and in the massive projects that tend to take over my life. Why the rule of 10 verse 5? In retrospect, if I had to recommend this as an exercise, it would be more of a 3-to-1 ratio, though I really believe I landed on a gold mine concerning the rule to not repeat a gratitude or a regret even if occasionally I did fail. There's something cheap about mentioning the meta of a gratitude. For example, I'm thankful for my family. This is all well and good, but I don't think the brain even registers these types of things in an emotional way. Memories are really specific, and the word family holds so much meaning. The time your mom had fresh-baked cookies on a cold winter day, and when your brother got into a car wreck and spent a week in a coma. There's ups and downs in family, and so in all things that are meta thoughts. So I stayed away from an all-encompassing Hallmark card approach and went right to specific memories, feelings, and ideas. And of course, I found a galaxy of the most ordinary to the most extraordinary and zany moments to be grateful for. I was thankful for the feeling of taking a giant dump right in the nick of time on my own warm toilet seat, to my grandpa teaching me how to drive out in the country. And the same with regret, eating that last barbecue rib, to missing my great Uncle Harold's funeral. All these thoughts and feelings, both big and small, create this seemingly endless inventory of experiences that have made up my life and are available so long as I choose to remember and reflect. They've made me grateful and teased the strength out of me, daring me to look down upon my shameful bits and treat them as seeds so that I might grow from them. I wish I could say that I finished them all in 365 sequential days, but it was far from it. The exercise of writing each list per day would tend to be grueling due to the amount of thinking it would take in order to refrain from repeating things, and even then I would fail. Often, a boring regret would rear its ugly head that I listed it anyways, purely based on frustration with myself for yet again putting off replacing some windows in my attic that were at the time boarded up holes, draining my energy bill. Regrets are good reminders, and humble pie soon became a sweet acquired taste. All in all, finished the final list on February 28, 2023, just over 2 years. Gratitudes totaled 3,650 and regrets 1,825. Originally, I thought I would just publish them all in one collection and that would be that, but instead I thought it would be best to gather my thoughts about the whole thing and its transformative effects from a very non-scientific point of view. Maybe later, the brain doctors and self-apologetic eggheads of the world will have something similar to say behind a podium at a TED Talk, but it's meaningful enough for me to share without trying to prove anything at all.